Alright, that should do it. And we should be able to get in. Boom! We didn't miss anything. Demon Hunter just popped out of his altar. And going for an Ancient of War creep down here, but creeping up here. This might be the first time I've ever seen this. Of course, this can be punished by pressure from the undead. And he is moving across already. Going towards LawLiet's main, who is teching extremely quickly. And mass ghouls moving out. Holy Jesus, that's 8 ghouls. That costs a lot of lumber especially. But might result in a lot of damage. Demon Hunter finding the claws of attack. And so far he only has 2 archers, but more are coming. And this is gonna be a surround game. Who has the better ping? Alright, here we go. Wisps probably have to come out for some detonates here. Going for the Moonwell right away, and nothing really that LawLiet can do about it. He's waiting for more archers, as it seems. Did he get the mercenaries? Yes, he did. Berserker and High Priest both purchased, realizing that's a lot of pressure facing him. First Moonwell is down already. He really doesn't want to lose the second one. Mass repair is coming in. Is he going to lose the archer here? Oh, yes, he is. The second one gets saved, but one has been killed. Ghoul being micro to the side. Is he going to chase this ghoul all the way? It's going to take some time. And he's losing another archer. And he doesn't chase the ghoul. He doesn't get the kill. He's still not level 2. Level 2 would help so much. And this looks like gargoyles almost. Like when you go for such heavy ghoul pressure, usually you follow it up with gargoyles. But of course WZ is a fiend player, as we all know. Here finally dies the ghoul, and that is level 2. That was important. And the ghoul numbers are starting to dip lower and lower. This ghoul has to be sent back. He didn't get any surrounds yet. But he got a few archer kills regardless, as we can see here. One archer and one wisp have been killed, and he's gonna get another one here. But one more ghoul will be paying the iron price as well. The berserker here I don't think will be killed by these 4 ghouls, and LawLiet is stabilizing. He really wants to go for the berserker. I don't think he can get it though. Losing another ghoul. Do we have a hunter's hold somewhere, by the way? Yes, it is here. Oh, but it's super late! Sonic would be proud. The one ghoul survives, and so does the berserker. Alright, tier 2 has been reached. And we see the Naga. Heavy pressure out of the undead. Does not want to let up. He's not level 2 yet. What does LawLiet go for? Agents of Lore can now be set up, but he wants to get the second hero first anyways, and maybe... Wisp is moving out. Okay. Gonna be the second hero, and has to be the Naga. I think a panda would be super greedy right now. Demon Hunter is getting closer to level 3, and that is when he can feel safer, when his first hero is so strong. One ghoul is being saved, just barely. And here we go. The moon juice, by the way, is not much at all. Demon Hunter being healed again, and we see the Naga. He has to get something here to relieve the pressure. One of the Ancients of Lore will be cancelled here, it seems. Oh, the DK. Running into a dangerous position. If he gets the cancellation, that would be big. And he gets it. Naga coming in now, though. Oh, if he gets the Demon Hunter, the DK kill. But no, he's too fast. But the Naga might die. He's trading with the demon. Oh, he's trading hard, and he gets the kill! He doesn't use the TP! Why does he not use the TP? But he blocks himself! Oh my god, he blocks himself, and he still dies! What the hell? 2 such great players, but that was a bit of clown fiesta. Not using the TP, and then blocking himself with the ghouls and the Naga. He should have been able to get out of this, but he wasn't. How did the Ancient of War... oh, of course, the creeps were asleep. I was wondering, like, how did the Ancient of War get there? And now the Naga, already level 2, with the Demon Hunt, the DK kill, of course, got a lot of experience. Second Agent of Lore coming. Very late though. It's not gonna be many Dryads at all for a long time. First statue will be out here, and tier 3 is finishing right now. So the Lich will be coming after the DK has been revived. And Destroyer form upgrade right away, as well as Frenzy. No early Sacrificial Pit or Boneyard, as for example Happy likes to do. And the Naga, almost level 3, man. Demon Hunter is coming in. Wand of Mana stealing for the DK. The Dryad with the Naga, the double slow, is a lot of pick-off potential. Does WC want to fight this is the question. Or does he want to run? He's gonna have a Lich and an Orb in just a bit here. Has the Frenzy upgrade now as well, so the Ghoul's much harder to chase down. And gets away scot-free. Agent of War walking into position for the next camp. And where are the first bears? First one will be coming out in a second here. Tier 3 is finished. But this is a very small army. And yeah, this is the tier 3 timing. We have seen all the time back then in 2014 be so effective. And here's the Lich, and the Destroyer form upgrade is finished already. And another statue will be joining the party in a second. And usually the Demon Hunter is really supposed to be level 3 for this. But if he doesn't solo creep him here, he's not gonna be there. Oh, and I think this is a mistake. Of course, getting the Naga level 3 is very tempting, but the Demon Hunter is so more important, so much more important. The first Moonlight here will be dying. Frenzy Ghouls are glass cannons. Very offensive TP, Coil, Nova, everything. The first bear dies immediately. Actually, Coil is still at the ready. Destroyer has to be morphed to dispel the rejuvenation. He does it. Invul has to be popped. The next bear is far away, so there's no healing here. Coil, Nova, Fog Lightning, Naga, almost dead. Staff saves her. The ghouls are all gone. But so is the army for the most part. Heroes extremely low. Healing potion had to be used, but the Naga dies. Demon Hunter still standing though. He's fairly healthy. This statue is so important now for healing, and I think he's done it. As the next hero falls. And that's it. That is exactly what the games looked like in 2014. Exactly. And that's the 1-0 for WFZ. This is not really the standard metagame of today anymore. Maybe LawLiet got caught off guard here. Level 3 Demon Hunter really has to be prioritized. And of course, when you lose him in the early game, that's not good for getting to level 3. And the next map choice is gonna be LawLiet's. So it's probably gonna be Terranus, if that is not vetoed. There's a funny map system, by the way, going on in this tournament. So each player has one map veto, and after that, the first map is randomly determined amongst the remaining maps, and then it's loser's choice. So Echo Isles, I would say pretty fair map. I think that's pretty balanced. So neither of the players being unfortunate there. And the next map, which is LawLiet's choice, is Twisted Meadows. Which I find to be very surprising. Because it's really hard to creep on Twisted. Especially to level 3. Okay. Let's see how he makes it work. Game is gonna start in like 2 minutes or something. So, yeah. We're gonna be there in a second. How many viewers do we have, by the way? I haven't checked yet. 1.4k. Oh, not bad at all. And we just hit the 1.5 million views mark. Very cool. Yep, Yuwan Cup, lots of games going on today. Tomorrow we are supposed to finish it. Maybe the grand final has to be delayed because Infi may not have time. We're gonna find out about that later. Yeah. But today and tomorrow and maybe even the day after, and then we're gonna have our winner. And as we have a bit of time here, we can take a look at the bracket. 8 players started out in this tournament. Pretty much the world elite, honestly, at least from Asia. Duking it out, and Infi ended up in the grand final once again, where he has been so many times already in his life. Right now we are seeing LawLiet versus WFZ, where the Chinese is leading 1-0. And after this, that's going to be our last series of today. The winner of our series right now will be facing Moon. And by the way, 1.5k, 750, 450, 300, that's the prize money. If you want to have this link for Liquipedia yourself, you can type in chat !grid. And then you get the link. Liquipedia, certainly very helpful. As we are pretty much covering all of the tournaments in there. And you have a nice overview. Alright. Game starting. And booyah. Crap, I made it wrong. Alright, 1-0. There we have it. And let's go into the game. So, Twisted Meadows is a surprising map choice for me. Many Night Elves decide to veto this map. I know Rudan, for example, always vetoes this against Undead. Because it's so damn hard to creep here. On maps like Amazonia, you get level 2 for free. And there's absolutely nothing the Undead can do about it. It's not the same here. This is a hard camp to take. Even this one is a pretty hard camp to take. And that's why Undeads on Twisted Meadows go for a fast altar. Usually they delay their altar slightly to have more ghouls, but here they delay their tech in favor of a fast hero, usually, and that's what we can see here. They are at the same speed, pretty much. And scouting in 2 directions with 2 ghouls, finding the Mercamp creep immediately. And he's going to use both of the ghouls to harass. This costs a lot of lumber. That's going to delay his tech even further. But if you can keep the Demon Hunter low, that is usually the recipe to success for Undeads in this matchup. Keep him on level 1, level 2. And then there's very little that a Night Elf has until basically bears. That is really dangerous. Here comes the DK, and yeah, LawLiet, he doesn't start the creep. He doesn't want to risk it, because a player at the caliber of WFZ is probably able to harass the hell out of that creep camp. And yeah, WFZ is happy with this. He sees the Demon Hunter is not creeping, he's level 1. He's gonna be pretty damn weak for a long time. The ghouls have returned home to harvest more lumber. As you can see, he only has 80 here, so investing those 2 scouting ghouls early does cost quite a bit. More and more archers coming. Once he has like 3, maybe 4 archers, I imagine he's going to start the creep camp. Because his focus potential against ghouls is going to be really high. And obviously there's no coils to heal him up. Oh, nice block coming out of the archer, but yeah. Demon Hunter can't really catch up without the boots of speed. And here we go! Tier 2 started, and again he's leaving the base with the ghouls. Is this going to be for creeping or for harassment? Gonna be for harassment. On the Night Elf side we also have the tech. It's a little bit faster. Usually it's the other way around. Usually it's the Undead being a little bit faster, but yeah. Ghouls and stuff. On Echo, WZ didn't really get too many surround. Oh, this is a nice block. This was a pretty damn strong block. If he gets this around here... Oh, he had it! He had it, but there he was a little bit too slow. Maybe ping, I don't know. This archer is super surrounded. And the Demon Hunter now... Almost. And he's splitting up his forces. The main brunt of the damage is going towards the demon, and 3 of the ghouls have been shaved off against the archer. 1 archer has fallen so far, might be traded right now against 1 ghoul, but the demon has to chase far for this. Maybe the wisp could be attacked now, as the demon hunter is gone. But he's chasing after the archers instead. Could maybe be done a little bit better. Nice block coming out of this ghoul to save his buddy. But he did get 60 experience. Where did he get 60 experience? Ah, skeletons, right? Yeah. 5 skeletons is 60 experience. Okay. Demon taking a bit of a beating here. Of course, there will always be moon juice. With this Demon Hunter being so underleveled, I certainly expect a Naga to be coming out here. He's going towards the tavern. Tier 2 still takes a while, though. I mean, it's just sitting here. Invisible archers. Oh, if they could maybe go for a sneaky surround, but yeah, it wouldn't do any good. There's ghouls here to fight the DK free. Hunter's Hall is kind of in time. The creep is still not happening. DK has found quite a bit of experience. More than halfway to his level 2. Panda! What? What? Of course, Panda level 1 is much weaker than a Naga level 1. And it seems like LawLiet needs everything he can possibly get his hands on right now to stabilize in this game. Here comes the Naga, no surprise. Tier 3 very quickly. He's very low on lumber though, so a slaughterhouse is far away. And this demon doesn't have boots, neither does the panda. They might walk into a surround here. He doesn't have a staff yet. And this could... I think he realized right now that there's archers here. The ghouls are moving so weirdly in this spot. Maybe not. Trying to go for the surround, doesn't get it. Now the archers reveal themselves. First one will be dying pretty quickly, so will the first ghoul though, I guess. Oh, the archer actually gets away. Well done by LawLiet. Going for the Naga as much as he can. But there's no boots on the demon, so he can't really chase too well. This ghoul got away. So it was 1-for-1 trade so far. Slaughterhouse coming up now. Ancients of Lore. Both will be finishing here in a second. And once Dryads are here, that is probably going to be the time for the knife to be feeling more safe. Oh, this is really cool. The skeleton waking up the creeps to get them towards the Ancient of War, but LawLiet, knowing that this was probably gonna happen, eating his way into the forest. So both players here playing at a very high level. Does he want to continue his harassment here? He knows Dryads are coming soon. Rock Golem finally goes down! Oh my god! Alright, he wasn't able to steal it. Panda gets the items and the experience. Going for the Demon Hunter here. Oh, if he forces the healing already, this is good for him. And is he gonna? Yes, he does. And with this late timing, with this tier 3 timing that we saw before on Echo Isles, a greater healing would be so helpful. But now the demon already forced to use it early. Why didn't he get a staff? I guess he saved his money to not get a shop, to have faster lures, faster Dryads, faster tier 3. But with a staff, he would not have had to use this potion. Anyways, Demon Hunter now finally level 2. That took a long ass time though. And now with Dryads being out, WFZ gives the map control over to the Night Elf, at least for the time being, until the Lich is out, and it's not taking long at all. He has a statue, he has Destroyer upgrade, he has Frenzy upgrade coming in. Is the usual timing. Level 2 now for his Death Might as well. Scourge Bone Chimes. Not too bad. But not too great either. Rune Bracers probably would have been the best item there. And here's the Lich. Speed, Scroll of Healing, and the Orb, of course, Scroll of Healing incredibly strong against the Panda, who is only level 2 and hasn't spent the second skill point yet. And the Demon, he has to TP. And again, he's not level 3. Very early TP this time. He doesn't lose one Moonwell before the attack actually happens. Ancient of War in position as well. But he doesn't have an invul, does he? He does not have an invul. That is dangerous. Ghouls running in. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Heal Scroll is on the Lich. Not using it yet. First Archer dies, but it's being traded for the Ghouls. And the Demon Hunter is not being touched. He's going for the Bears now. They have the Master upgrade. Next Breath of Fire coming in. The Lich in a bit of trouble. He has one more Nova, using it onto the Bear. But it seems like this time LawLiet's army is way more sturdy. Here comes a saving coil, but now the Demon Hunter. He may have what it takes. Not level 3. Surround. Doesn't go for it. There's a staff as well. Using it on the Bear now. The Panda is exposed right here. With the staff on cooldown. Going for the Bears, however, instead. The Frenzy Ghouls, though, are starting to disappear. He only has 4 left. Gonna get one more Bear here, and the Rejuvenation is there. We have a Destroyer against the Reju, but where is the damage against this Demon Hunter? I don't see it. Most of the Frenzy Ghouls are gone, so the normal damage is no longer available. And the Destroyer, a big, important, and expensive 5 supply unit, will barely be saved. The Panda has healed up with the healing potion. Is he gonna lose his DK in a silly fashion again? He's not microing him right. Oh my god, he's doing it again! He's doing it again. The DK could have been able to run away, but was mismicroed. And now, no more Unholy Aura. Dryad Slow in full effect. The Naga might get out of range, but probably not. This Fiend is certainly dead. And the Naga as well. Bye-bye. Alright. That was a demonstration of how the push can fail. And it's not really an all-in attack, but it is a very, very dedicated attack. And if you don't win the game there, you want to deal significant damage. And significant damage is probably Panda killed, all Bears dead, and only like 3 Dryads remaining. Oh, Rune Bracers. Very nice indeed. What's the late game transition? Alright, it's gonna be Frostworms. So of course, Twisted Meadows. 1,000,001 creep camps. So the undead can come back. But if LawLiet decides to set up an expansion here, creep everything up at the same time, he's gonna be level 5 soon. And he can of course also decide to be aggressive, but he doesn't have to. He has great scaling late game heroes. So I think LawLiet in firm control now. They're even in terms of supply, but don't let that fool you. Night Elf certainly has a big advantage in this game. And the Wisp is already coming out. This is gonna be the Expo. The Shade hasn't really seen it, but it's pretty obvious that this might be happening. Wisp is going towards the lab. Is he gonna reveal the Shade? Doesn't seem like it. Period of Vitality. Also a good item. For Night Elves in almost any matchup, most important thing, keep your heroes alive. And then everything's fine. Tome of Experience. Plus... Scourge Bone Shams again. Oh! Second Rune Bracers! Not bad, not bad. The Korean being a little bit lucky now with these finds, I guess. Level 3 for the DK. 2 on the Lich, 2 on the Naga. Of course, with Destroyers, this is pretty easy to creep. Twisted Meadows in general. Lots of Bloodlust and Inner Fire and stuff. And with Dispel from the Destroyers, very easy to take. Ring plus 4. Very unfortunate. Over here we have the Pendant of Energy. Okay, it's starting to get a little ridiculous. Now remember, he also had the Greater Healing before, which has been used. Shade has been revealed, but runs away in time. Here's the first Frost Worm. Do we have a Hippo transition? Yes, there it is. Ancient of Wind coming in. Upgrades, the first attack upgrade. I don't think he has any more, does he? No. On the undead side, 0-0 so far. Wisp trying to look for a counter expansion, but no such attempt here. Wisp also scouting down here. Undead heroes will be 3-3-3 soon. Once they get to 4-4-4, that's when it starts getting really scary. But Demon Hunter and Panda both already 4.5. Is he looking for the expansion kill? He sees that there is a TP. It's right here. No. Takes out more of the gnolls here. But now he is moving to the expansion. I would like to see some zappers. Get 2 zappers and ba-boom, ba-boom. Because there's no way he's killing this Tree of Life without zappers. Alright, he's taking a fight right here. With so much of his army still missing. Look at this. There's so much supply not here. He kills the Entangled Gold Mine. And here comes a TP. Does he have a TP? He doesn't. So he's forced into a fight right now. With so much of his army still missing. This seems to be a horrible anti-timing. And the DK stuck on the wrong side of the fence. The Lich also. He doesn't have an invul. Only the Naga has one. The DK has to run around, but he's going to be able to. And the first Frostworm will be dying here in a second, as it seems. Oh, the Death Knight is close to death. Very close to death. He's running away as best he can. Invul transferred and used. Very quickly, well done. Going for the Panda now, who's, by the way, level 5. Jesus Christ. He is not falling, as the staff will be there in time to save him. Demon Hunter still standing fairly strong. He's being focused now. Where's the Naga? Oh, she died. Okay, no more Cold Arrow for him. Of course, the Rune Brace is helping him out so much. He's level 5 now. But the slow is still there, so he might be able to get the kill. Oh, the Frostworm is being slowed. The Frostworm is being slowed. He can't apply the Cold Breath anymore. And he's going to buy the Zeppelin. He's definitely going to buy the Zeppelin. And he gets it. Does he have web? I don't know. I don't think so. Gets away. Barely surviving. And the Panda should be back soon. Where's the Panda? There he is. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, level 3. Hello, AoE damage. And that is just too much. Very weird how he decided to attack there when 3 of his big units were still missing. Fiend was still on its way. A-Bomb was still on its way. And most importantly, the second Frostworm was still on its way. And also he didn't have web, which, well, I guess didn't matter too much because there was only 1 hippo, maybe 2. Yeah, but that's I think the big reason why we don't see this push that much anymore. If you go for the big push and you don't deal significant damage, you're just far behind. And when you play it more slowly, you go for, you know, faster Frostworms, a little bit more creeping, play it more defensively. You have the Frostworms ready, and then you know, fight for a bit of map control. You control the map for creeps. But that's WFZ's style. He brought this tier 3 timing into the meta, which was so powerful 2 years ago. And we saw it being very powerful on map number 1, but it doesn't always work. And I think one of the big reasons why it worked less well on map number 2 was because he reacted really fast. Like, he saw the push coming, immediately TP. Don't wait for 1 of your or 2 of your Moonwells to fall. Immediately TP. And of course, also in map number 1, the Ancients of Lore were cancelled at least once. So on Echo, he only had 1 single bear when the fight started. And I think that one wasn't even Master. There was this moment when the Ancient of War creep for the Mercamp was finally happening. and he decided to pressure the creep. At the same time, he could have prioritized canceling an Ancient of Lore. I think when you go for this strategy, when you go for the tier 3 push, canceling an Ancient of Lore is extremely powerful. Maybe he should try prioritizing that more. Alright, that means we're going to be going into a decider. This is going to be the Undead's map choice, and it's going to be Ancient Isles. Also, surprising to me, because Ancient Isles is one of those maps where the Demon Hunter gets level 2 for free, and there's nothing you can do about it. Probably, most likely, LawLiet vetoed Turtle Rock, excuse me. Otherwise, that would have been the map choice. The game's going to be coming up in a second here. I'm waiting for it to show up. And yeah, it's going to be... Oh, wait. I can update this, I guess. And the winner of this will be playing against Moon in our last series of today. Alright, there we have it.
Your build is complete.
The town is under siege.
Alright, we're tied up 1-1, and this is gonna be the decider.
The player's forces are under attack.
So, as I just said, Ancient Isles, one of the good things here for Night Elf is you get to go to the Ancient of War creep, and you get basically level 2, and there's nothing the Undead can do about it. You get 188 experience, and then you kill one of those, and then you're level 2.
A player's forces are under attack.
I guess the difficult thing for Night Elf is to where to go next. So, your Ancient of War could walk over here. Takes a long time though. You can definitely be creepjacked. Usually, the Ancient of War walks towards the middle, where it's a little less dangerous. But still, you can be creepjacked. Some more creative creeping is you go to the side for the Merc Camp and you go for the Trolls. But we don't see that as much. Well, let's see. Tier 2 started for the Undead already, a little bit later this time for LawLiet. And he's losing a Wisp here, which is not really the way it's supposed to be. At least doesn't give up experience with a Detonate coming in. And we saw a lot of ghoul aggression coming out of WFZ. Is he gonna be doing this again with 7 or 8 ghouls, as he did before? This time there's gonna be a level 2 demon waiting. Not something that was the case on Twisted or Echo. But he's moving out right now. With 8 ghouls in total, that is still a very big and very dangerous number to be running up against.
A town is under siege.
And the demon is sitting at the shop. Boots or Telly,
Forces are under
or
attack.
maybe both. And here we go. How much damage can he deal? First ghoul is gonna fall right away. No deny. More experience for the Demon Hunter. Chasing the archers. This one might be falling. Kind of stuck here against the Moonwells. And will die. Forces the dust though before she dies. This one ghoul will probably be falling as well. No, actually gets away just barely. But the demon now with the boots of speed, his chasing potential is much, much higher than before. Two ghouls here finding the archers, but of course... Huh! What? Ah, they are still revealed. Okay, they still have the debuff. I was like, how the hell are they being seen? Vac. And the Moonwell juice is pretty dry right now, but of course it's regenerating constantly. Trying to go for some more archers. Not that easy to surround though. Is he thinking about the Hunter's Hall? There it is. A little bit late though. On the other side, Graveyard. Super late. Extremely late. WFZ a little bit overwhelmed as it seems. Going for the Naga now. But with the boots on the demon, can't really be slowed down too easily.
A town is under siege.
What second hero is LawLiet gonna go for? We saw Naga and Panda. Only two ghouls here to pressure. He needs a lot more lumber because he's going to tier 3 already. And here comes the slaughterhouse, which is of course also necessary. And I guess, considering he's doing a good job slowing down LawLiet with only two ghouls, two more coming out right now. And here we see the Panda second. The Demon Hunter, it seems, is going to be used as harassment, trying to distract, whilst the Panda is, trying to go for some creeping. And the Ancient of War is already in position. We have double Ancient of Lore. So this time he's delaying his tier 3 by quite a bit. Which I think is pretty dangerous, because we saw how much WFZ loves to go for his tier 3 timing. And for that you really need Master Bears. And only now the tech starts. And that's going to delay the Master Bears. Let's compare this. It's more than halfway behind. So that's more than a minute. Dangerous. Dangerous. But okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
Panda found the ring +3. And he's going to be getting his level 2 here. It seems it's gonna be the same timing again. The ghouls are moving out. He has a lot of lumber now. Mixing it up a bit. Maybe trying to go for some creep camps himself, or is he just gonna try to keep his opponent down? Yeah. Pretty one-dimensional play by WFZ, always trying to keep his opponent from creeping. But of course, it's really good for him if he keeps the demon from level 3 and the panda from level 3. Is he moving in already? He doesn't have the Lich and all yet. This is very unusual. Night Elves do not expect this timing. Maybe he just wants to force him back. With a statue here, this might be enough to make sure that he doesn't lose too many ghouls to these dryads. But the panda's coming in. Big damage. Drunken Haze. Breath of Fire. And the DK, oh my god, is he losing him again? Invul is ready, and he has to use it. He doesn't lose him a third time. Here comes the bear though, and here comes Rejuvenation. And I don't know about this attack. I don't know about this move out. I think if he had scouted like over here, and if the Night Elf creeps, then you creep jack him. I think that would have been fine, but committing all the way into his main. He lost 2 ghouls for it. So the trade was the Night Elf didn't get to creep in the meantime, but he lost 2 ghouls, which I guess isn't too bad. And the Invul was also lost, we shouldn't forget. Overseer being killed. The ring for him. Not too great. Does he have a staff? By the way, he does. Oh, there's no staff here. There's a Nova. Where's the Nova? There it is. Oh, the DK also in trouble. The Frenzy Ghouls should be able to catch up. Why is he not going for it? They are Frenzy Ghouls. They were easily able to chase after the demon. Oh, he has the coil now. Mana burn. Not enough. Coil kills him. Panda falls and... These were two very weird moments. Why does the undead chase all the way here without tier 3? And why does LawLiet continue the chase down south knowing that there is gonna be the tier 3 timing waiting for him? I do not understand. To my eye, this looks like quite a few mistakes coming up out of both players here. Sacrificial Pit this time quite a bit sooner, so Frostworm transition might be coming in. Is he gonna be going for this attack now? He lost a few ghouls before. Master Bear upgrade is ready. So, turns out the tier 3 was not too slow, I guess. Alright, and he's changing it up now. He's not going for the stubborn tier 3 base attack. He's going for creeping instead. As long as the panda is down, he should have absolute map control. And we have the first destroyer. Or is he maybe stubborn after all? It seems like it. Seems like it. I don't know how I feel about this. He's gonna be running into quite a few Master Bears and a level 3 Demon Hunter. But this time it's late. He's waiting with a TP. This means at least one Moonwell will be down. But it doesn't have any juice anymore. 3 bears, 2 dryads. But a level 3 demon. Boots of Speed have been sold, by the way. The amount of sold his boots in favor of Invul, as it seems. More and more Regers coming out. Lich has full mana. DK, not really, but pretty healthy. He's not level 3 yet, though. I think the time for a big attack has come and gone. I think he needs to regroup and creep up as much as he can. And the Boneyard transition is coming, so he seems to be wanting to take it into the late game. But a little bit undecided, still hanging around in the middle here. Ah, Shade is out already, by the way. Missed that one. Seems like he's looking for a creep jack again. Alright, this is pretty obvious now that the Night Elf is going for the red camp. This means, of course, the bears will be in front, the dryads will be exposed behind. Could be a very good position. He has a heal scroll as well against the panda, who is not yet level 3. And he finds the mana stone, which is not bad, but not the best. LawLiet, though, very quick to react. Not getting caught out too badly. Going for the demon immediately. Invul popped very early on. And we see Wands of Illusion onto the DK, so he can't get burned too easily. First bear dies quickly, but the first destroyer as well. Demon Hunter now again in trouble, healing coil on towards the Lich. Demon has to be staffed home, and now this is a good fight for the undead to take, as long as the demon is not here. But of course he's coming back. He doesn't have Boots of Speed though, so he's not too fast, but he has double healing potion. Most of the bears are gone already. No more reju, even if he loses this destroyer, which he doesn't necessarily need to. Level 3 for the panda though. With the mana stone he has a lot of damage here. And a lot of healing as well. Demon Hunter coming back in again. Lich is gonna be the target. There's a coil here to save him. But that was almost the last coil. He has to keep the DK out of range, but it's not enough. Oh, Invul transferred. Very well done. Level 3 for the DK as well. And here comes the coil. Everything lining up nicely here for the undead, as it seems. And here comes the Frostworm. That is the big savior of this fight. Staff is on the panda, but also staff on the demon. But can he get out? I don't think so. The panda has to run. Panda has to run extremely fast to catch up, to staff out his buddy. I don't think it's in time. Here comes the slow against the Frostworm. Oh, here comes the Nova, and the first hero dies. The panda can't reach in time to get him out of trouble. Very close call there. The Lich saved the level up for the level 2 coil. And it seems barely WFZ ahead in this game now. Or winning this fight. And because of winning this fight, far ahead in this game. Dust being used here against the Shade. But he was in the south. Ring +3.
A player's
Question is, should he commit to a base attack right now? He has a big army, but he's totally out of mana. And if the Night Elf buys back the demon at the tavern, heals him back up at the Moonwells, maybe with an invul, then that base attack might be a bad idea. Instead, it was a little bit of creeping that we saw there. More Frostworms coming out. Second one now. He's in low upkeep already. Oh, and this is gonna be a nasty creep check. Oh, LawLiet, he commits down here for the Merc camp. The Panda can easily be killed. Yeah, I think this has to be game. LawLiet, I agree with this choice though. He has to take risks. He's so far behind. He hopes he won't get found, but he will! And the Panda, there's nothing here to save him. No TP, staff, or anything. Second hero dies. Bears will be following. The Dryads maybe not, because they're of course magic immune, but this was again a massive blow. This may have looked stupid from LawLiet, but I think it's the only thing he can do. He has to take risks at this point, and, well, he was punished. Can happen, of course. And now we have 40 supply against 66. And probably the rest of the map is going to be going towards the undead as well. Finding... yeah, the Wand of the Wind. Probably going to sell it. If LawLiet is quick with his Dryad Dispel, it's going to be useless. Now he seems to look for the kill. Heading north with a big army, up by 20 supply. He should know that the Night Elf has no invuls. He saw on the Panda there was no invul, and he killed the demon when he had no invul. Double Frostworm. Only a single bear.
town is under siege.
Oh my god, the Demon Hunter dies right away, almost, even before he gets out a single mana burn. By the way, nicely keeping the the Death Knight out of mana burn range. Of course, with the Frostworm slow, it's not that hard to control the demon. But now, quite a few Dryads, dealing significant damage to the air army. But they're also being focused out one after the other, as it seems. But now, again, the undead almost out of mana. Only the Lich has some casts available. Going for the Dryads and trying to keep the Frostworm alive, and successfully able to do so. Is there going to be a Dark Ritual deny for this A-bomb? No, there is not. Level 4 now. Oh, we also have Meat Wagons, or Meat Wagon. I like this addition. He doesn't really need destroyers anymore, so make use of the slaughterhouse with the Meat Wagon. Burrow, we see coming in for the first time. Panda is back, by the way. Level up for the Naga as well. Level 4 already. And level 4. All of the undead heroes are level 4. That's when it starts getting really scary. The Demon Hunter stabs out his buddy, but will not be surviving himself. And honestly, that has to be it. Panda will be chased down now as well. The Dryads are dropping too low. And this is it. LawLiet being eliminated by WFZ.